look on your show tonight. Like, oh,
Something came up, man.
Yeah.
Something came up. Cholito closing us out. Julie, I was saying you have made videos crediting John in his role on Howard Stern. You reach out like SJ. Played Morse versus song. No, first of all, I understood. I'm just fucking wiped. And I have given him props.
Yeah.
And I was saying I don't need him to give me props. I don't give a shit. I loved the time that I was there. I love what I got to do. And now we move on.
Right. Listen, we are all fans of Stern, of that era and other eras too. And John was a part of that. He just became a huge asshole. Yeah, John's the biggest error to come out of that show. Right. Era.
Just an FYI, Beef Tips up to 3 dumbasses and a Gary. Love y'all. Thanks for the content. Thank you for the update. Keep me posted on what those morons are doing. And I will join them at some point soon. All right, listen. What a show you got here, huh? 3 hours, 45 minutes. Who's mailing shit in? Nobody. We give you everything we got and then some.
I've been taking them at night, just kind of laying in bed. I haven't really been doing anything.
AI can't shred, but it can help tweak tuck geometry for faster spin. Find your edge with AI from Google Cloud.
Hotels.com. Members save up to 20%. With that kind of discount, you could stay at a place with that kill.
I've been taking them at night, just kind of laying in bed. I haven't really been doing anything. I am this guy. Laying down. Watching Breaking Bad, but I'm also watching a lot of YouTube videos. There's so many Dabbleverse shows, which are really funny. So I've been watching those. Of course, Carl and Shuli with their shows, but there's a Dabbling Doofus is a new guy. Kudos. He does like a Stuttering John Minute. And they go about 10 minutes, but he pretty much wraps up the daily Stut Joe news, and it's pretty good. So I like him. Blind Mike does a lot more than just Stuttering John. He'll talk about comics, did a whole thing on like Bill Burr and Kreischer and all that stuff. But he does a dabble show with Carl from Who Are These Podcasts. And it's really good. He's hilarious, very funny. And then I'll tune in to John, and I'll tune in to Kevin Brennan show, MLC. I'll watch that. I don't know why so many people in the Dabbleverse, they're so defensive about watching anyone else's show. Like Opie, I'll watch Opie's show too. I'll watch Opie doing his thing. And the first thing they go is like, "What? I don't watch any of those stupid shows. You won't catch me watching Brennan or Shuli or Carl or any of these guys. When am I going to watch that?" And it's like, you're just lying. You do watch it, but why lie about it? Why try to cover up that you watch it? I love these shows. They're hilarious, whether intentional or not. They're very funny to watch. I was hanging out in MLC, Misery Loves Company, Kevin Brennan's podcast, in the chat room, and the chats are really funny. So yeah, you hang out, you throw in a few zingers, and that's that. I don't know why people are so defensive. The other thing happening over the weekend, on a smaller bubble than things like the Super Bowl and all that crap, the Opie situation. Like a lot has transpired since I saw you last on Thursday of last week. And the Opie situation is really crazy. Opie was doing a show for quite a while now, but pretty consistently now with Ron the Waiter.
Big chillin', man. Breaking down some weed since I don't have a grinder right now. What are you watching? So this is Anthony Cumia, but I'm gonna switch it to something else. What y'all up to?
If your phone has the answers, shouldn't it just?
I'm up to just smoke and listen to some music, I guess. Nice to see everybody. I'll talk to everybody. What's up, Dark Riddler? Thanks for joining.
Stop bitching, nigga, stop bitching. Get on your grind, get on your grind. Oh, stop bitching, nigga, stop bitching. Get on your grind, get on your grind. Oh, nobody ever got rich, acting like a little bitch. Nobody ever got fit, acting like a little bitch. Oh, da-da-da-da.
Yeah, I found a bunch of like old school kind of like old school kind of music. AI music.
Life will fuck you up, but you can't stay down. Stand up on your feet and fight another round. You might see me stumble, but I will never crumble. Walk out this fuck, I hold my nuts. Overcame too much to be humble. I leave shit. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Stop bitching, nigga, stop bitching. Get on your grind, get on your grind. Oh, stop bitching, nigga, stop bitching. Get on your grind, get on your grind. Oh, nobody ever got rich, acting like a little bitch. Nobody ever got fit, acting like a little bitch. Oh, da 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 da. Keep your head up, stay in the game. Hoes don't fuck with a player that complain. You gotta make a name, that other shit is lame. Straighten out your aim, then bang. Oh, stop bitching, nigga, stop bitching. Get on your grind, get on your grind. Oh, stop bitching, nigga, stop bitching. Get on your grind, get on your grind. Oh, nobody ever got rich, acting like a little bitch. Nobody ever got.
Kellogg's, go.
Cheers, Roberti, Selena George.
Of money we have, but the work that it.
You can't tell me shit. You can't tell me.
That's what's up. Did you tell him to fuck off forever? Whatever, never, whatever, never.
I got the feeling and motor man with a plan. I go to church on Sunday, help my mama out with groceries, yeah. Everyone knows I'm a dignified and decent fella. Ooh, yeah, but sometimes I get the itch when Umbra gives me shit to raise my hand and just all out smack a bitch. Yeah, sometimes you gotta smack a bitch. Ooh, yeah. Sometimes you gotta smack a bitch. I'm a good and decent man, but sometimes I can't withstand a stupid two-time at home talking back at me, and that's when I raise my hand. Yeah, everyone knows my name. They say, man, what a good Christian he became. Yeah, I always drop some change when I see a man on the street in pain. I'm a real giving type cat. Ooh, yeah. I do my best to please the Lord, but that don't mean I won't deck a hole. Yeah, when she burns my dinner, ever think she's equal or is all up in my ear? But yeah, sometimes you gotta smack a bitch. Yeah, sometimes you gotta smack a bitch. Ooh, yeah, sometimes you gotta smack a bitch. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yes, I'm a good and decent man, but sometimes I can't withstand a stupid two-timing hoe talking back at me, and that's when I raise my hand. Yeah, everyone knows my name. They say, man, what a good Christian he became. Yeah, I always drop some change when I see a man on the street in pain. I'm a real giving type cat. Ooh, yeah. I do my best to please the Lord, but that don't mean I won't deck a hole. Yeah, when she burns my dinner, ever think she's equal or is all up in my ear? But yeah, sometimes you gotta smack a bitch. Ooh, yeah, sometimes you gotta smack a bitch. Ooh, yeah, what can I say? I'm as good a man as they make.
Bro, they got a whole series of songs that are just like this. I love this shit.
Today, I pray to the Lord and I avoid the big selling. But far as I know, smacking a hoe don't keep you out of heaven, baby. Baby, ooh yeah, sometimes you gotta smack a bitch. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Yeah, what can I say? I'm as good a man as they make today. I pray to the Lord and I avoid the big seven. But far as I know, smacking a hoe don't keep you out of heaven, baby.
Open hand man.
Here's what I found.
Oh. Open hand man on YouTube.
Getting that from YouTube.
Open hand man, baby. Open hand man on YouTube.
Getting that from YouTube.
That ain't it. There's my jam.
Baby, I'm a man of strong moral fiber. When it comes to being decent, I got that eye of the tiger. Yeah, I'm a saintly fella with a knack for doing good, always helping my friends and being a pillar in this neighborhood. I don't let this world get the best of my temperament. I'm known all over and everyone they say I'm heaven sent. But Lord, sometimes, bitch, you gets the yakking up a storm. I comes in that door and them lips give me the wishing is never born. One thing after another like the shit, it just can't wait. A broken sink, family squabbles, and bills needing paid. Yeah, but right now I just don't give a damn, baby. You keep running that mouth and it'll be time again for me to open some whoop-ass on a lady. Yeah, honey, I'm a great Christian and everyone around, they know this kind, man. But every so often my alter ego be coming out and that's when it's time to throw hands. Yeah, they come on in the open hand, man, baby. Cause when a female don't know how to shut that face, these hands they open wide and put that hole in her place. Yeah, I said they call me the open hand man, honey. Lord knows I'm the best man on this earth, but you keep up your shit, woman, and I'll be your curse. I live by my Bible and my heart be full of love. I do what I can and I give my praise to that man up above. Lord, when I see a man on the street, I always drop a dime. And when a friend they be in need, I come through each and every time. Yeah, I saw the women in this world. You the one got lucky enough to be my seventh wife. But you keep pushing and oh, you's playing with that life. Honey, once upon a time you was one fine ass broad. But now you done got old as fuck and that face done hit a wall hard. Yeah, you used to mow that lawn and cook and clean. And now your busted ass do nothing but that jaw and complain. See, it just ain't worth it no more, baby. This God-fearing man had enough of living with a do-nothing bitch of a lady. Woo! Yeah, they call me the open hand man, baby. Cause when a female don't know how to shut that face, these hands they open wide and put that hole in her place. Yeah, I said they call me the open hand man, honey. Lord knows I'm the best man on this earth, but you keep up your shit, woman, and I'll be your curse. Lord, I'm the best man in this world. I pray and I pray till I just can't pray no more. My faith be strong and my dignity be for what I'm known. But sometimes, Lord, these open hands got to get thrown. Lord Jesus, that be living in your image, but I'm also a man that can't with her loud mouth bitching. Woo! Here come them open hands, baby. Yeah, they call me the open hand man, baby. Cause when a female don't know how to shut that face, that's when these hands they open wide and put that hole in her place. Yeah, I said they call me the open hand man, honey. Lord knows I'm the best man on this earth, but you keep up your shit, woman, and I'll be your curse. Lord, I'm the best man in this world. I pray and I pray till I just can't pray no more. My faith be strong and my dignity be for what I'm known. But sometimes Lord, these open hands got to get thrown.
I'm the best man in this world.
You know, some of these tax software giants profit by confusing you with their pricing or putting you in debt. You need online.
You know I'm a hard-working man, a real God-fearing fellow with a giving hand. I keeps me a level head, and I'll be working every day just to get ahead. Yeah. Yeah. But you know there'll be one thing that I just can't stand. A stupid asshole with a habit of backtalking a man. Yeah, Lord, I do everything. I go to church and I be helping anyone in need right on time. But there's times my horrible wife gets to run off at that mouth, and that's when the mood it gets to go and
hopefully you get a good coffin. Otherwise, I don't know, man. You mean to your body or your mind? I think your mind is just shut off. It's like when you're sleeping, man. It's like when you're sleeping and you don't dream.
Yeah, my vision, it goes red and my hand be open up. And that's when you know this bitch's face about to be swole as all fuck. Yeah, Lord. Yeah, Lord, I'm the best man you could ever imagine. But there's just one problem in this life I need your help in managing. Yeah. Lord Jesus, I got them bitch smacking blues. Cause when a woman thinks she my equal, just what the hell you expect this godly man to do? Yeah, Lord Jesus, I said I got them bitch smacking blues. Yeah, I'm the best man around, a real pill in this town. But goddamn, sometimes I just wanna put a bitch down. Everyone says I'm the best Christian man they've ever met. Yeah, I'm known for my compassion and I always be giving more than I get. But there's times I come in from work and this bitch gets to honking on me. Every day some new bullshit and she just won't let it be. I try, Lord, but it just can't be helped. Sometimes this hand gotta do the talking and that bitch face gotta catch a well.
Well, that's like my best comparison, I think. Yeah, I think it's similar to that, but like even less, yeah. Like even nothing, yeah. Pure nothingness.
But yeah, there's more to this man than just smacking me a hoe. I'm an upstanding citizen, and when someone needs help, I'm always ready to go. So Lord Jesus, when my time comes, just remember what I say. I may smack me a bitch, but I'm the best man in this world today. Yeah. Lord Jesus, I got them smacking blues. Cause when a woman thinks she my equal, just what the hell you expect this godly man to do? Yeah, Lord Jesus, I said I got them bitch smacking blues. Yeah, I'm the best man around, a real pill in this town. But goddamn, sometimes I just wanna put a bitch down. See, it ain't that I wanna do it, Lord. It's just every day this bitch be pushing my ass more and more. Yeah, as long as she cook and clean and keep quiet, I ain't got no qualm. But her ass keep her talking, and you know she about to feel this open palm. Lord Jesus, I got them bitch smacking blues. Cause when a woman thinks she my equal, just what the hell you expect this godly man to do? Yeah, Lord Jesus, I said I got them bitch smacking blues. Yeah, I'm the best man around, a real pill in this town. But goddamn, sometimes I just wanna put a bitch down.
They got a whole series of these songs. This one's good too.
The Diaper Bank of North Carolina provides diapers, period products, adult incontinence supplies, and
Baby, I'm as good a man as they come. I work real hard, and I always get things done. Ooh, yeah, I'm such a loving and caring man. A real godly type fella with a heart of gold and a charitable hand. I looks after my friends, I be helping my neighbors. And when push come to shove, I always come through in the end, baby. But yeah, honey, there's times I walk up in this house, a long day of work, and I ain't in the mood for no womanly ass mouth. Seems like soon as I step inside, your ass gets to talking. I try to forewarn, but your ass, it just won't get to walking. Ooh, that motor mouth, it gets to putting me right over that line. And that's when I looks to my watch and says, woman, it's getting about that damn time. Yeah, it's time to smack a bitch, baby. Smack a bitch, baby. When you just won't lay off my ass, writing checks with that blabber mouth that your ass can't cash. I said, yeah, it's time to smack a bitch, baby. Cause what's a God-fearing man to do when a woman just don't know her place? She gets to acting all equal, and you know I got to deck that face. Yeah, everyone, they all say I'm such a good and decent man. I'm known for my empathy, and when someone needs help, I always do what I can. I goes to church and I pray to the Lord. And if a friend be in trouble, you know I won't think twice about diving on that sword. But hope your ass would just be bringing out my inner demons. That mouth gets to running and this hand be getting ready to have your ass asleeping. I'm the best husband a woman could ever need. But that sure don't mean I was afraid to up and cause a bitch nose to bleed. Yeah, I saw the women around you's the one got lucky enough to be my wife. But you keep running them lips and hope.
Oh no, I like this one. This one's my jam.
Said I'm a simple man, baby. I'll be happy with what I got, and all I need is me a simple lady. All these years I've been doing my thing. Yeah, I done worked real hard and made my name. But honey, lately, you've been real demanding. You be wanting me to do and I'll be doing just fine where I'm standing. Yeah, I'm a man that needs a solitude, some peace and quiet while I lay on my ass, and I ain't up for no female attitude. I'll be relaxing and having a drink, but here your ass come, bitching about bills needing paid, lawn needing mowed, a laundry list of shit needing done. Yeah, you know I'm a man that always took care of things, but lately, honey, I'm thinking it's time I step on up that 9 to 5 game. Yeah, the grass done got hot, and them lights me overdue, but for the first time, baby, that shit about to be all on you. Ooh, yeah, I ain't doing it, bitch. Ain't no doing it, bitch. For the first time, my ass about to do exactly what I want. And that be nothing at all, so woman, you best get your ass to cutting that lawn. Yeah, I ain't doing it, bitch. I'm changing shit up and I'm committing to this here chair. So honey, I suggest you hit them classifieds, cause now, bitch, I just don't care. Yeah, I done told my boss he can to live that free life, baby, being right alone. I know I've always been the man of the house and paid them bills, but from now on, honey, working and shit just ain't my deal. Yeah, you've always been a stay-at-home wife, but it's time you got some taste of that working man life. Ooh, the Lord done turned into a jungle and shit be falling apart around this house. But honey, I'm done getting my ass, so you's gonna have to figure that shit out. Ooh, best fill your ass some my bitches, baby. Bitch. Ain't no do it, bitch. For the first time, my ass about to do exactly what I want. And that be nothing at all, so woman, you best get your ass to cutting that lawn. Yeah, I said, I ain't doing it, bitch. No, no, no. I'm changing shit up and I'm committing to this here chair. So honey, I suggest you hit them classifieds, cause now, bitch, I just don't care. Woman, can't you see I done had a lifetime of working shit?
Some smoking on some all gas mixed with some tropical tsunami or some shit.
Yeah, it's time you stepped up into this man's shoes, a wild bitch. Ooh, this place can fall apart and them lights can go right.
Oh man, what the hell? Talking shit to ghosts.
So what happened?
He said,
Understanding, it's what we're all after. In lectures where ideas
we have just unredacted Les Wexner's name from this document, but his name already appears in the file thousands of other times, and he says the Justice Department is hiding nothing. Is that the retired CEO?
Well, when you put a black bar over something, what do you call that?
That you're referencing?
It is. He unredacted it after I found it. That's a problem, and I'm glad they've admitted they made a mistake by redacting that.
So
A mistake.
you're saying it was redacted when you went in there today, and after you tweeted that, they unredacted it?
Correct. Now he's got 4 other names he needs to unredact. Did he respond to that? There's a list of 20 people. I could probably say them on the floor of the House, but I'll give the DOJ a chance to do what they did in these 2 examples, where I've discovered something and now they've responded.
So basically, he went out, Thomas Massey, who is one of the architects of this bill, went out and straight up said, hey guys, here's what I'm gonna do. If you don't come out and release the names, I'm just gonna say who it is. I'm just straight up gonna say who it is. Ro Khanna already did on Congress 4. Check his YouTube. So does he just name them?
Yesterday, Congressman Massey and I went to the Department of Justice to read the unredacted Epstein files. We spent about 2 hours there, and we learned that 70 to 80% of the files are still redacted. In fact, there were 6 wealthy, powerful men that the DOJ hid for no apparent reason. When Congressman Massey and I pointed this out to the Department of Justice, they acknowledged their mistake, and now they have revealed the identity of these 6 powerful men. These men are...
Oh, shit! Oh!
Salvatore Navora, Zorab Mikolaz, Leopig Leonor, Nicola Caputa, Sultan Ahmed bin Sulayem, CEO of Dubai Ports World.
Oh my
And
God!
billionaire businessman Leslie Wexner, who was labeled as a co-conspirator by the FBI.
A co-conspirator.
Now my question is, why did it take Thomas Massey and me going to the Justice Department to get these 6 men's identities?
It's a mystery.
to become
Nobody knows
public?
why.
And if we found 6 men that they were hiding in 2 hours, imagine how many men they are covering up for in those 3 million files.
That's right.
But the story gets worse. The reality is that Donald Trump's FBI scrubbed these files in March, long before Thomas Massey and I passed the Epstein Transparency Act.
This is what I told you guys happened, and I bet this wasn't the first scrubbing. I just think this might have been the final draft. I bet I think that probably the worst 20 to 30% of the files were destroyed.
Now my bill is clear. The Epstein Transparency Act requires them to unredact those FBI files.
Yes.
And yet the Justice Department said to me and to Congressman Massey, we just uploaded whatever the FBI sent us. And guess what?
That
the
wasn't what they
FBI
were supposed to do.
Scrubbed files. That means the
How
survivor
convenient.
statement to the FBI naming rich and powerful men who went to Epstein's island, who went to his ranch, who went to his home and raped and abused underage girls or saw underage girls being paraded, they're all hidden. They're all redacted. It's a little bit of a farce.
Sure
They're
is.
inviting all the members of Congress to go to see the Department of Justice, quote unquote, unredacted files.
Cash Patel just perjured himself in court. It doesn't matter.
My dab rig's on the fritz right now. It's got this error signal. It's being weird. So I gotta try some stuff to fix it. Or I was hoping to send it in for its warranty, for a free warranty thing. Yeah, it's super annoying. So that's why I broke out this bad boy in the meantime and bought some flour.
Matter unless there are consequences. There have to be consequences. If there are no consequences, the law doesn't exist. There have to be consequences.
Got all redacted files from the FBI. And it's not the fault of the Justice Department attorneys.
Yeah.
They were just told upload things that Donald Trump's FBI had already scrubbed. It's a blatant violation
Well,
of the...
I think that it was scrubbed 3 times, potentially 4 times. I think that it was scrubbed at whenever Epstein was killed, because obviously he died whenever Trump was president. I think that it was scrubbed whenever Democrats got power again in 2021. And I think that it might have also been scrubbed at the end of Biden's presidency with him leaving. And then I think that it was scrubbed a 4th time. And I'm making all this up, by the way. And it was scrubbed a 4th time whenever Trump then took office and they planned on releasing the files. I think logically that's what probably happened.
Epstein
I'm making this up.
Transparency Act, but it also asks...
Yeah. I kind of just switched through, whatever I got at the time. There's some weird, tweaker shit going on outside right now. You can kind of hear it. Some weird shit's going on out there right now.
A fundamental question. Who are they protecting? Why are they protecting these rich and powerful men, people I call part of the Epstein class? Why are we in a country where there is no elite accountability for people who do the most heinous things? You have in England the king now calling for an investigation and possible prosecution of his own brother.
We're going to talk about that
You have
after
in
this.
Norway the princess who
Yes.
no longer has support to be the queen.
Good.
And yet in the United States of America, we have someone in the cabinet, Howard Lutnick, who is all over these Epstein files,
Yep.
who allegedly had business with Epstein after he was convicted of pedophilia, and he still is in the cabinet.
That's pretty
we need
bad.
to ask ourselves, are we in America going to have elite accountability?
I do like flour a lot. But I usually prefer dabs just because with flour I always get my nose gets all resonated or whatever, and I don't like the taste of the weed resin on my lips either. I'm just way more used to the dab reclaim.
Are we going to call on rich and powerful people who broke the law or cavorted with a pedophile, a convicted pedophile? Are we going to call them to account? Are
Yeah.
we going to have prosecutions for billionaires who went to this island
Nope.
and
Nope.
either raped underage girls or saw underage girls being raped and didn't say anything? Are we going to have investigations? I'll tell you what this is about.
There needs to be I don't know about treating people like they're guilty, but there needs to be investigations. They have to look into this, even if it's embarrassing.
It's not just about the 1,200 survivors. It's about 2 tiers of justice.
Someone in chat said this is anti-Semitism.
In America. It's about people who can accumulate wealth and power and don't have to care about the rest of America.
That's right.
They have destroyed so much of this country. Income inequality is at a 60-year high.
Wait, what? I thought it was the highest it's ever been. This is the first time I'm hearing this. My understanding is that it's higher now than ever.
Worker salaries are less than they have been
That's what I
for
thought.
75 years as a part of GDP. Somehow this country seems to be working for the rich and powerful, but it's not working for ordinary working class Americans. I say enough. It's time to begin with accountability for the Epstein class. Hold them in front of Congress. Those people who visited the island or did business with Epstein after he was a convicted pedophile.
100%.
Investigate them.
100%.
Prosecute them. And let's return to democratic accountability in the United States of America. Let's return to one system of justice in the United States of America. Let's return to a place where every American has a stake in this country.
That's right. 100%, man. And I think the last...
Yeah, fucks with it all, honestly. I want to start doing edibles more often, because the whole time I've been smoking weed, I hardly ever delve into edibles, because sometimes they don't work that well for me, but when they do work, they work pretty well.
Part really matters a lot. One of the reasons why, I'm gonna link y'all the video, right?
And eventually it might be smart for me to just fully switch over to edibles all the time, just because smoking's a harsh way to get the THC into you. Yeah. Go outside. Yeah. Luckily my smoke detector never goes off.
This is a great video. I'm very happy to see this. I am extremely fucking happy to see this, and I hope that more people bring it up. And on top of that, now you even have the British Crown that's roaching out. Even they are roaching out now. Buckingham Palace stands ready to support the police and previous Prince Andrew inquiries.
This relates to the release of those Epstein files, because in the last few minutes, King Charles has made his first intervention in the Epstein scandal. He said that he is ready to support the police as they consider allegations against Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Here's a bit of the statement. The King has made clear in words and through unprecedented actions his profound concern at allegations which continue to come to light in respect of Mr. Mountbatten Windsor's conduct. That is according to a Buckingham Palace spokesperson. While the specific claims in question are for Mr. Mountbatten Windsor to address, if we are approached by Thames Valley Police, we stand ready to support them, as you would expect. Now, this all comes after Thames Valley Police confirmed it's assessing whether there are grounds to investigate a complaint by the anti-monarchy group Republic, which reported Mountbatten Windsor for suspect.
You gotta, this dude's crawling around on the island with a bunch of underage girls and there's accusations. You really think that there's not a reason to do an investigation? I'm not saying he's guilty, but damn, that's pretty bad. What should the punishment be for the most egregious?
Yeah, this is my best piece right now. I wanted a small piece, so this one's it's big but it's small at the same time, and it's got a little perk thing in there. Does the job. It does the job of a big bong, in my opinion.
Samples in the files? It depends. So, in my opinion, I think that...
Nice. Yeah, I don't know, for whatever reason, I don't like the, I don't like very tall bongs, because it feels like the more you have to, suck or whatever, I feel like it's, whatever, harsher on your lungs.
I can't say what my opinion is.
Misconduct in public office and breach of official secrets. So that is the
That's exactly what you think it is.
Very surprising intervention by King Charles into the Epstein scandal.
So people say the king hardly ever comments or has any influence on current politics, so this is a pretty unique situation.
Unprecedented even. Let's now hear a little bit more about this from our royal correspondent, Helena Wilkinson, who had told me a little bit more about this extraordinary statement from the palace.
Yeah.
I think this statement is quite extraordinary. It's the first time really that we have heard that through this statement, through the palace spokesperson's statement, that the king's profound concerns and allegations which continue to come to light in respect and directly naming in that statement the king's younger brother, Mr. Mountbatten Windsor's conduct.
That's crazy.
Where the statement points to the unprecedented actions that will likely be referring to when the king, if we cast our minds back to late last year, the king stripped his younger brother of his titles, including Duke of York and also Prince, which he had since he was born. But that statement continuing, while the specific claims in question are for Mr. Mountbatten Windsor to address, if we are approached by Thames Valley Police, we stand ready to support them as you would expect. So a significant statement this evening from a palace spokesperson, and clearly this issue is not going away for the royal family, but it appears that the king has decided that he has to put something further out, and we heard earlier, didn't we, from the Prince.
I think the fact that they're saying something about this and they took away this dude's titles, like, you know what I think? I bet they probably know more about it than the news does. I mean, you really think this guy doesn't know what his brother's doing? He probably knows what happened. Like, realistically, like, he probably knows.
The Princess of Wales, the Prince of Wales, Prince William, who's currently in Saudi Arabia on a trip there, asked by the UK government before he arrived in Saudi Arabia. Prince William and the Princess of Wales put out a statement. First time we heard from them publicly, saying that they were deeply concerned by the latest revelations about Jeffrey Epstein in their first public statement on the scandal. But this statement from the palace spokesperson this evening really going one step further, referring specifically to Mr. Mountbatten Windsor's conduct, and saying that while the specific claims in question are for Mr. Mountbatten Windsor to address, if they are approached by the police, then they are willing to support them.
I mean, that in itself is extraordinary, Helena, isn't it?
It is. We know that the king has previously put out various statements, and in this statement here this evening, it touches on their Majesty's thoughts and sympathies of being and remain with the victims of any and all forms of abuse. We knew previously from sources that they felt that it was up to Andrew Mountbatten Windsor as to whether he would answer any questions, and it was his conscience really. But this evening
he is bald as hell, right? Like, look at that. God damn. Fuck, man, I remember whenever I was a kid, he used to have good hair. And then he just, like, totally crashed out, man. Holy. Wow.
Two things here, specifically naming Andrew Mountbatten Windsor in this statement, and also that they are ready to support Thames Valley Police if they are approached. It is an extraordinary statement.
Man, that is not looking good for him. And thank God for that. I wouldn't want to see them hiding it or any other bullshit. So I'm very happy that apparently something is going on. Things are actually real. Epstein's emails sent by alleged victims. What is this here? Oh my fucking God. The worst Epstein document I've seen. Yeah, some of this is just fucking... Oh, is this a new one? Let me see it.
There are a lot of viral mentions about the 11-year-old, 10-year-old people sending photos to Jeffrey Epstein. There are a lot of viral mentions about the 11-year-old, 10-year-old people sending these photos to Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
Did you uncover who sent those photos?
I looked directly at the emails that have been widely circulated pertaining to the age 11, and I have it written down on my notes, the permission to kill email.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad one.
Snow White, the littlest girl was naughty, etc. And those ones were directly sent by alleged victims.
Wow. So the most disturbing and darkest and sickest emails were sent by women to Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, and some of them pertaining to, you know, jerky, whatever that is. Yeah.
My name is Karen Thompson. This is my Acorns.
Are you safe? Did you get away from? Yeah, did you get away from that zombie? Sometimes. Was he walking like he was like possessed or something? Damn, that's scary. Devilish. Nice. Yeah. Do you know if it was the one from last year or the one from this year? Oh, okay. Yeah, because they had one from last year too, but it looks different, I think. Well, the ones from this year are red and pink. I think they come in like a pack together, I think. Or if you oh, that's the female one, I guess. And then yeah, I almost got that one. Nah. I think I'm good. Jeez. Yeah, it's like yeah, it's a lot different. It's craziness. Like you can prepare on the Stairmaster, but nothing can really prepare you for the real. Like, yeah, that's the new one from this year, the girl one, and then the red one comes with it. Yeah, and then I think no, that's from this year too. Last year was like bunnies, I think, like love bunnies. As far as I know.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. That is crazy. I don't even, it has me shook. I mean, what the hell do you expect they doing? Like, this is 100% this is what they doing. Absolutely.
Looks soft.
And so, no, it's even probably going to get worse, too. And this is the guy. Billionaire Les Wexner, founder of Victoria's Secret, is now unredacted as a co-conspirator. He gave Epstein power of attorney and a Manhattan mansion. Wait a minute. So this guy gave Jeffrey Epstein a Manhattan mansion? Well, why would he do that? That seems a little bit like, that's weird.
Yeah.
Why would somebody just give away a mansion like that?
I don't think I do.
Wow.
I don't think I bought any of the ones you. I don't think so.
What are the odds of that? Do you think?
Yeah, I don't think any. I did. Yeah. Yeah, I bought different ones. I'm pretty sure, because I was. It was Mewtwo's birthday the other day, so I had to buy like a few new cards. It was on social media, and they showed a picture like that he was born on February 6th. Let me see. Do you know of any Pokemon that have the birthday of February 21st?
Pokemon generally do not have assigned individual birthdays. However, you can find a birthday Pokemon using several popular fan methods. Pokedex number, February 21st is...
What about how Mewtwo's birthday was the other day on the 6th?
In the original games, a diary in the Pokemon Mansion on Cinnabar Island confirms February 6th as the day Mew gave birth to Mewtwo. Since today is February 10th, it was indeed just a few days ago.
So I'm asking, do any other Pokemon have confirmed birthdays like that?
Mewtwo is actually the only individual Pokemon with a birthday confirmed within the core games. While other species have fandom holidays, like Pikachu Day on February 2nd, specific birth dates are usually reserved for human characters in the manga or anime. Ash Ketchum, May 22nd. Red,
Mewtwo's special, and so is Mew. Yeah, Mew. They took the genetics from Mew to make Mewtwo in a laboratory, and then Mewtwo became the strongest Pokemon. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Let me confirm that. Is Mewtwo the strongest Pokemon, or who's stronger?
While Mewtwo was the strongest in the first generation, it has since been surpassed. Arceus is widely considered the strongest overall, because it is the god of the Pokemon universe, and can change its type to counter any opponent. Other Pokemon that outclass Mewtwo in either lore or game statistics include Mega Rayquaza, holds one of the highest base stat totals in the games,
Well, that's a legendary.
780. Eternamax Eternatus has the highest base stat total of any Pokemon.
They're just naming other legendary Pokemon, so pretty much Mewtwo is stronger than any Pokemon except for a very few legendaries. Like Rayquaza, Arceus. Okay. Yeah. It's nice to hear your voice.
Fair was actually in on it. I don't think they were in on it, but they were probably used as a tool for it. Yeah. So this is just more, and then also keep in mind, apparently this is what's so fucking insane. I did not expect this to happen. Is that a lot of people are now finding out that Trump was one of the first people who fucking was a whistleblower on Jeffrey Epstein. More evidence that Trump was the original Jeffrey Epstein whistleblower is coming out in the court documents. Trump was responsible for Epstein's first conviction, and Epstein knew and was livid. Oh my God. So you remember whenever this came out?
saying that when Epstein did as a hoax, it's a terrible, unspeakable evil. He believes that himself. When he first heard the rumor, he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. He's not saying that when Epstein did as a hoax, it's a terrible, unspeakable evil. He believes that himself. When he first heard the rumor, he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. He was an FBI informant to try to take this stuff down. The president knows and has great sympathy for the women who suffered these unspeakable harms. It's detestable to him. He and I have spoken about this as recently as 24 hours ago.
The only thing that I can say about President Trump is that he is the only person who, in 2009, when I served a lot of subpoenas on a lot of people, or at least gave notice to some pretty connected people that I wanted to talk to them, he is the only person who picked up the phone and said, let's just talk. I'll give you as much time as you want. I'll tell you what you need to know.
Man.
And was very helpful in the information that he gave, and gave no indication whatsoever that he was involved in anything untoward whatsoever, but had good information that checked out and that helped us, and that we didn't have to take a deposition of him.
That was in 2009?
That was in 2009.
I can tell you that I talked to President Trump back in 2009, and several times after that, he didn't think that it was a hoax then. In fact, he helped me. He got on the phone. He told me things that were helping our investigation. Now, our investigation wasn't looking into him, but he was helping us then.
This was in 2009. So apparently, and here's the article here, or this is the file. New Epstein was disgusting. Trump said Maxwell was Epstein's operative. She is evil and to focus on her. As I said, generational, massive bitch. Like, nobody has said a single, I have not heard a single good thing about Ghislaine Maxwell from anyone. At least, like, I mean, Jeffrey Epstein, there's, like, people smiling with him, and, like, you know, it's like he's hanging out with people. Like, nobody liked this bitch. Nobody liked her. Oh, my God. Trump told Blank that he was around Epstein once when teenagers were present, and Trump got the hell out of there. Trump was one of the very first people to call when people found out they were investigating Epstein. No one could explain how Epstein made his money. They knew he worked for Bear Stearns. Blank was told that Epstein was kind of a technical guy that would make it happen if you didn't want to know how. None of the victims that PBD spoke with said they had sexual contact with men other than Epstein while in Epstein's orbit. Blank had one time went out screaming. Prince Andrew was a fixture in Palm Beach, and he had no protection while there. Blank had done interviews in the past, and this is all this is all the rest of it, right? So Jeffrey Epstein thought that.
Well, I hope it helps you, man. Shit. Don't everything in moderation, though.
Trump ratted him out. Wolf alleged Epstein came to believe that it was Trump who had first caused him to be investigated by the law enforcement in 2005.
Gotta stay hydrated, drink some water and some tea with it.
Man. You were right, people don't care. They're already convinced Trump's bad, nothing can fix it. I already told you that. That's what was going to happen no matter what. So, Trump will resign by the end of the year. I don't know, guys. I'm not sure. I mean, it definitely makes him look pretty good to have this happen. For it to come out, look, this is proven true today.
He's not saying that when Epstein did as a...
Yeah, President Trump was an FBI informant in order to take down Epstein. It looks like this is proven true today from the release of the Epstein documents. Oh my God. I don't think anybody was predicting this. I don't. Why was Trump fucking hoaxes for some other reason? And we saw the torture video, false narrative. What is this here? If I can find it, there's some other bullshit. And let's see if there's anything else. Collect the info after his arrest. Oh my God. Let me see if I can find the rest of it. So he was the one that actually roached out on him first. Do you think Trump and Elon played the bait game here? This is also one from 2016. Okay, let me see if I can pull it up. Trump would have said to begin with that this was the case. I don't know. I actually don't know.
Okay, let me mention some names to you and just get a quick response. Hillary Clinton. like a one-word response, I sort of think of Benghazi. I think of a failed Secretary of State.
Bill Clinton.
Nice guy. Got a lot of problems coming up, in my opinion, with the famous island with Jeffrey Epstein.
The
a lot
famous
of problems.
island.
Barack Obama.
Incompetent president.
Okay.
Man. This was a year, what does it say? This is years before reporting about Epstein's notorious island made headlines.
That island was really a cesspool. There's no question about it. Just ask Prince Andrew. He'll tell you about it. The island was an absolute cesspool. So,
The Clintons are friends.
and he's been there
Friends.
for many
The
times.
Clintons are friends.
Well, I can't say friends, but I know
You're
them.
friendly. You know them.
They play at my clubs a lot. I have clubs, and everybody likes to play.
Are you
at my
saying there's a political problem for her if she runs for president?
It could be a political problem. Look, he could be a political problem. Right now, he's Teflon, and right now, maybe not.
Do I regret the fact that he has quite obviously conducted himself in a manner unbecoming? Yes.
Unbecoming. He was a sex offender.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm being polite, in the sense that he was a sex offender.
But you were staying at the house of
Yes.
a convicted sex offender.
It was a convenient place to stay. There was,
Right.
I've gone through this in my mind so many times. At the end of the day, with the benefit of all the hindsight that one could have, it was definitely the wrong thing to do.
Really?
I was not a fan of Jeffrey Epstein, and you watched people yesterday saying that I threw him out of a club. I didn't want anything to do with him. That was many, many years ago. It shows you one thing, that I have good taste. Okay? Now other people, they went all over with him. They went to his island. Whatever his island was, wherever it is, I was never there. Find out the people that went to the island. I threw them out. In fact,
So he said it even then.
I think the great James Patterson, who's a member of Mar-a-Lago, made a statement yesterday that many years ago I threw him out.
do it for
I'm not a fan of Jeffrey Epstein.
Golden flaky crust and juicy
Shower
white
to,
meat
like,
chicken
relax.
with 25 grams of protein per pie.
I'll be in the shower. Right. I like.
As we get older, a lot of times we feel
I used
certain
to,
doors closed to it.
I used to, like, with my friends, like, in the bathroom, like, just hotbox the bathroom and leave the shower running so it's all steamy in there too.
Okay, anybody else? Well, I knew him like everybody in Palm Beach knew him. I mean, people in Palm Beach knew him. He was a fixture in Palm Beach. I had a falling out with him a long time ago. I don't think I've spoken to him for 15 years. I wasn't a fan. I was not, a long time ago. I'd say maybe 15 years. I was not a fan of his. That I can tell you. I was not a fan of his.
Elaine Maxwell facing day 2 of her sex trafficking trial here in New York. The jury hearing testimony today from 2 witnesses, including one of Maxwell's accusers and
No, it's
former
first time I've seen
personal
videos.
pilot
I've seen some of these clips. I haven't seen this one.
to Jeffrey Epstein.
The big moment in the court, Stephen Laurie, today was when the government called the first of 4 accusers against Maxwell. The professional actress, going by the pseudonym Jane, in court. She said that she was 14 when Maxwell and Epstein first abused her. Jane said that told the jury that Epstein and Maxwell first approached her in the summer of 1994 when she was at performing arts camp in Michigan between her 7th and 8th grade years. The prosecutor's questions and Jane's answers painted a picture of Maxwell and Epstein targeting a vulnerable middle schooler whose father's death 9 months earlier left her family broke and homeless, her mother distant and depressed, and her own dreams in doubt. Earlier in the day, Epstein's longtime private pilot gave the jury detailed descriptions of Maxwell's and Epstein's various homes, as well as Epstein's 3 planes he owned, but the pilot also said he never saw any female he thought was under the age of 20 on a plane without a parent, instead describing the 14-year-old Jane as a, quote, mature woman with piercing powder blue eyes.
Damn. Yeah.
Wow.
They were
Wow.
fucking busting heads.
So anyway, holy fucking shit. This is insane. I don't know what to think, right? I mean, I don't think anybody really predicted that, you know, people are going to be talking about this in this way. Did Trump actually ratted him out this early? File confirms Donald Trump blew the whistle on Jeffrey Epstein's disgusting activities in 2006 phone call with the police. So in 2006, this was before Jeffrey Epstein was convicted of anything.
Glad you were safe too. I was
This was
worried about
before
those
anybody thought he was
mountain
this
lions
horrible
after you
guy
mentioned
or
it.
there was any sort of implication at all. Trump was one of the first one of the very first people to call. Trump said Ghislaine Maxwell was evil and to focus on her. Holy fucking shit. I now see why Biden didn't release the Epstein files when they had 4 years to do so. I mean, I don't know, guys. Another flattering distortion of facts. Trump's Epstein's friend. Shame on you? Yep, absolutely. I mean, again, I don't even know if this is a real photo or not. I have no idea.
There probably was.
And, did he even have gray hair back then? I've never seen this. Like I'd probably be seeing this photo all the time. AI? Yeah, I feel like this has got to be an AI photo. I've never even seen this.
There might have been one and you didn't even know it.
Trump thought Ghislaine Maxwell was hooked up with their better prison conditions. I mean, if she's gonna tell and roach out on people, I'd do the same thing. And how's it Trump can't stop winning? I mean, I do think that like his connection with Jeffrey Epstein does make him look bad, right? I mean, like, because a lot of people aren't going to know this, and I do think that. I think this
I heard
is
it's
very,
best to
very
be as loud as
complicated,
possible
and
because
I don't think that
usually
either,
predators
like,
want to
obviously
keep their
Jeffrey Epstein,
distance
but, like,
from
I don't
you.
think that Trump was like
if they
completely
can.
in the right here either.
Yeah.
Like I don't have any evidence for that, but like there's just something about it that just doesn't really. You know what I mean? Like there's something about it. I'm not all the way there yet, right?
Tell me more about this one you won't know. The guy's untraceable.
Mystery man.
Yes. Yeah.
Sums up.
In the early 80s.
Today I interviewed Congressman.
I was woken up by an explosion.
Oh, wait, so you guys went from the cabin
I was looking out
towards
the
like
window.
a monument or something?
It was the
Where'd you guys hike
loudest
to?
noise I
Oh.
have ever heard.
Oh, okay.
My building was so shook. I had my phone in my hand and I sent a message and said, "Hi, I think we're under attack."
Información de última hora. Esta noche se escuchan fuertes explosiones en Venezuela.
Everybody was asking everybody what was going on.
Fighter jets and bombers took out Venezuelan air defenses, paving the way for Delta Force commandos to close in on the compound.
It involved months of planning, special forces, a sort of operation you would expect in a Hollywood movie, but not something that I expected the U.S. government to attempt.
President Trump says Nicolas Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores, had been captured and flown out of the country.
Maduro faced charges of drug trafficking, narco-terrorism, and conspiracy to import cocaine.
The reaction to the capture of Maduro was just shock. I turned on my phone and there's like tons of messages from top editors at the AAP, and I got straight to work.
In the weeks since the capture of Venezuelan leader Maduro, teams from Frontline and the Associated Press have been on the ground in Venezuela. and the United States.
We gotta find out what all this means. Oh my God, that's huge. Okay.
Sitting down with former U.S. officials, Venezuelan politicians, and experts. Charting President Trump's long campaign to topple Maduro.
All options, always. All options are on the table.
Maduro's lieutenants are all still running the country.
Investigating the regime loyalists who've been left in charge.
Delcy Rodriguez is officially sworn in as interim president.
We just had a great conversation today, and she's a terrific person.
And the Nobel Prize-winning opposition leader who remains in exile.
Mr. Trump
did it,
appears to sideline Maria Karina Machado. He downplayed
I climbed a mountain once with my dad and my brother once in like Washington State, and it was like you like hike through like the forest area, and then you get up and we pass like a bunch of like mountain wildflowers and stuff. Yeah, and then we got to the and then we get to the glacier part, and then we passed like the glacier part, and then there's like one more final like spiral thing, and then there's this like cabin on the very top, and like a bunch of people like go up there and like write their name or like carve their name into the cabin. and it looked nice. I was just gonna say, and it looks over a mountain lake, like a mountain lake.
What this is about, a criminal structure that is the regime and the mandate of the Venezuelan people.
Amid an uncertain future.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio is going to be on Capitol today. This hearing is supposed to focus on the Trump administration's controversial actions in Venezuela.
Now, for the first time in literally a decade, there is the opportunity that something could change.
Nuestros hijos van a ser libres.
What I really fear is some kind of deal in Washington that leaves this regime in place permanently as long as they're willing to do what we want on oil.
I get it. We all want like something immediately, but this is not a frozen dinner you put in a microwave and in 2.5 minutes it comes out ready to eat.
It's 9 a.m. on the East Coast, and if you're just joining us this morning, we have major breaking news. Venezuelan dictator Nicolas Maduro has been captured by U.S. forces.
Within hours of the raid in Caracas, Venezuelan exiles celebrated in Miami. Around 8 million Venezuelans fled abroad during the rule of Nicolas Maduro. More than 700,000 to the United States.
Yo tengo toda mi vida esperando por ver esto. Ahora se hizo justicia. Te digo que lloré esta mañana de la alegría.
Late last night,
Me and my brother and my dad, we were able to stay up at that spot for like
the
an
United
hour
States
or
Armed
so.
Forces
But
conducted
then we
an
had to
extraordinary
leave pretty
military
quickly
operation in the capital of Venezuela. It was a force against a heavily fortified military fortress in the heart of Caracas to bring outlaw dictator.
Well, me and my
Nicolas
brother
Maduro
were
to
like
justice.
running down because we were going fast because we wanted to get down quickly. And my dad was mad at us
and has
because
been
we like
reporting on
left him
Venezuela
behind.
for over a
He was like,
decade.
Initially, after the capture of Maduro, I was focused on who was in power in Caracas.
Right.
Maduro ran the country so ruthlessly that his absence was going to immediately create a void. It was nominally filled by Delcy Rodriguez, his vice president and
so much
loyal
easier
aide
to descend
during many, many years.
She's, I guess, the president. She was sworn in as president just a little while ago. Long conversation with Marco, and she said,
And it feels so much better because you're like, oh, I just want to get back to
I think she was quite gracious, but she really doesn't have a choice.
Exigimos la inmediata liberación del presidente Nicolás Maduro y de su esposa Cilia Flor.
Delcy Rodriguez's reaction to Maduro's capture kind of followed the script that you would expect. She denounced it as a kidnapping, a violation of the United Nations Charter.
Jamás volveremos a ser esclavos. Es que jamás volveremos a ser colonia de ningún imperio, del tinte que sea.
But within a matter of hours, she sort of switched her discourse a little bit. And even though she continued to denounce Maduro's, quote, kidnapping, she also very clearly extended an olive branch to the Trump administration.
Delcy Rodriguez has been officially sworn in as interim president. She's indicated she'll cooperate with Washington, but described Maduro and his wife as hostages.
Sucedió en pocas horas desde un operativo relámpago estadounidense durante la madrugada hasta la captura de Nicolás Maduro y su esposa. A esta hora hay muchas preguntas, más que respuestas.
Ya las cuentas pasan de los 90 heridos y 80 muertos entre civiles y militares.
In Caracas, AP's Venezuela correspondent Regina Garcia Cano was covering the impact and reactions on the ground.
As the sun went up, the city remained in absolute silence. Slowly, we started to see some businesses open and people began to line up outside. People looked stunned. There were no celebrations, at least not publicly.
Bastante incertidumbre que corre en todo el país como tal, qué pasará mañana, qué pasará dentro de media hora, nadie sabe lo que sucede. Es un enigma lo que se está viviendo en este momento.
Esta operación militar, descrita como un golpe a gran escala, marca el fin de un capítulo turbulento en la historia de Venezuela, pero abre un capítulo incierto.
With Delcy becoming acting president, many questions were left unanswered. How long is she going to be acting president? Will there be elections soon, or in a year, or in 2 years? Venezuelans want answers to those questions.
She's
What's gonna happen next?
she's growing.
Well, there's a lot of operational details that can't be discussed publicly, obviously, for obvious
built her new
reasons.
little
So,
nest.
as we move forward, we'll describe our process.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio was quickly promoting a three-phase plan for Venezuela.
And I kept this cardboard box from a package, and she really likes that too. Yeah. Mm.
Step one is the stabilization of the country. We don't want it descending into chaos. The second phase will be a phase that we call recovery, and that is ensuring that American, Western, and other companies have access to the Venezuelan market in a way that's fair. Also, at the same time, begin to create the process of reconciliation nationally within Venezuela, so that the opposition forces can be amnestied and released and from prisons or brought back to the country and begin to rebuild civil society. And then the third phase, of course, will be one of transition. Some of this will overlap.
The people of Venezuela are waking up to the same regime. Do you not worry about that?
Well, first of all, the bottom line is that there is a process now in place where we have tremendous control and leverage over what those interim authorities are doing and are able to do.
Yeah, I like new foods.
I remember this.
The origins of the U.S. effort to topple Nicolas Maduro go back more than a decade.
This is it.
This is the moment that Nicolas Maduro
I
became
still never
president.
tried that.
In 2012, Maduro was anointed by his predecessor, Hugo Chavez, on live television.
Chavez is dying of cancer, and he anoints his successor. Watch.
Si algo ocurriera, repito, que me inhabilitara de alguna manera, ustedes elijan a Nicolás Maduro como presidente de la República Bolivariana de Venezuela. Yo se los pido desde mi corazón.
Maduro shows no expression, but it was the moment that set him up to become president.
Chavez saw the U.S. as his arch enemy and had clashed with it over control of Venezuela's vast oil reserves. He'd seized the assets of American oil companies doing business there.
Venezuela is a petrostate. It depends exclusively on the sale of oil for income.
He's like, give me the miles.
Hugo Chavez renegotiated oil contracts in Venezuela, and a lot of the companies didn't like the deal he was offering, and they sued. And they, to this day, are owed billions of dollars from that expropriation.
When Maduro came to power after Chavez's death, the oil industry was in disarray, and the economy was collapsing. At the time, Juan Gonzalez was coordinating U.S. policy on Venezuela for the Obama administration.
Nicolás Maduro was incredibly unpopular at the very beginning.
No, what would be funny is if I did the Reaper and it would be like, this is for all the hell of views, and then I get like the same amount of views that I got for them. It's like, I got more views for the mild one. I know, sometimes I'll just like post something, it's like, oh, I lost subscribers because I posted that.
The questions about whether he could endure.
Well, it's mostly when I'm live streaming, like, because I'll gain subscribers and then I'll lose some. Just because people don't, I don't know.
And survive politically. The time that Hugo Chavez left coincided with the collapse in oil and gas prices.
Yeah.
So Nicolás Maduro no longer had this pocketbook.
I think it's a lot of
I think
bots.
Maduro found himself in a position where he had to use increasing crackdowns, even manipulation of elections.
Si me quieren derrocar, vayan por mí. Aquí estoy, con un pueblo y una fuerza armada. Aquí estoy, listo.
The closure of the democratic space
gaining, mostly gaining
was characterized by increased corruption inside of the government, basically just to stay in power. I think he had to keep a lot of people happy, so he had to give a lot of money out. And yes, people started disappearing.
Maduro banned political opponents and arrested and detained thousands of political prisoners. Many would end up incarcerated at El Equator, the notorious headquarters of Venezuelan intelligence.
No rush.
By 2017, a mass exodus from Venezuela was underway that would continue through Maduro's rule.
We have many options for Venezuela.
When's
And
it?
by the way,
Did
I'm
you
not
say
going to rule out a
when it was
military
supposed to
option.
get here?
We have many options for Venezuela.
In his first term, President Trump already had Maduro in his sights.
The people are suffering and they're dying. We have many options for Venezuela, including a possible military option if necessary.
Elliot Abrams served as Trump's special representative for Venezuela.
We said approximately 5 million times all options are on the table.
All options, always. All options are open. I think of all possibilities, all options are open.
And that was true in the sense that it's always true. But there was no real military plan to do anything like this. And partly, I think, because I don't think at that point there would have been much support in the Pentagon, and there certainly wouldn't have been at CIA.
Initially, President Trump imposed sanctions targeting the regime and its oil sector, part of a strategy known as maximum pressure.
Today we're announcing additional sanctions against the repressive regime, targeting Maduro's inner circle and close advisors.
Oh, shit.
We had sanctions. He isolated the regime diplomatically, but it didn't work.
Donald Trump con Venezuela
No te metas. Hand off Venezuela.
I think one of the pernicious effects of the maximum pressure campaign is it actually fueled more corruption. When Venezuela was restricted, for all intents and purposes, from trading with the rest of the world, they had to rely on these shadowy networks of oil tankers, relations with other countries like Iran, which were under sanctions. And when you're dealing outside of traditional markets, the opportunity for graft, for corruption, for inflating prices on government contracts just grows exponentially.
One of the ones I got you, like the person was like, sorry, I didn't ship this till late or whatever. I was like, what? And I thought that was the best one. But yeah, I should still get it there pretty. So might be the yeah. Yeah, I try to make sure it was all small stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I didn't get you that fuggler. Yeah, and it's
Maduro used a parallel economy to try to get around the sanctions. Central to the effort was his vice president, Delcy Rodriguez.
Graveyard and stuff.
Vengo en nombre de la única Venezuela, de la Venezuela digna, la valiente, la que no se arrodilla ante poder imperial alguno.
Delcy Rodriguez makes herself indispensable to Maduro. She's sort of the chief operating officer who is coordinating oil sales despite U.S. sanctions. She is attracting investment from around the world. She is traveling the world as well to cement relations with places like Russia. And during this period, her power expands immensely. She's also given control over the intelligence services, the Sabine, the feared political police, report to her as vice president.
Maduro also relied on another powerful player, a Colombian businessman named Alex Saab.
Alex Saab se convierte en una especie ya de emisario personal del propio Nicolás Maduro, en una especie de ministro en la sombra.
Roberto Dennis is an exiled Venezuelan journalist whose reporting uncovered how Saab used a network of companies to get around U.S. sanctions, as well as cheat the state oil company PDVSA.
Y la misión de estas empresas era comercializar petróleo sin que se supiera que era como el petróleo venezolano. Pero había un escándalo mucho más grande detrás de toda esta operación, y es que ellos nunca le pagaron a Venezuela el dinero que estaban recibiendo por esas exportaciones de petróleo. En conjunto, estas compañías quedaron debiendo a la PDVSA $1.5 billones.
He's stolen enormous amounts of money for Maduro and his cronies. Alex Saab was prolific in the way that he created shell companies around the world.
Marshall Billingsley was at the U.S. Treasury Department and helped lead an effort to investigate Alex Saab.
It was my role in the Treasury to do everything that I could to help protect the U.S. financial system and to support our friends and our allies. In the case of Alex Saab, this is an individual who is abusing the international financial system, and the things he was doing on behalf of Maduro were unconscionable.
In 2020, Saab was arrested while on a business trip and eventually extradited to the U.S. on money laundering charges. He pleaded not guilty and was held in federal custody awaiting trial.
Custodiado y esposado. Así pisó suelo estadounidense, presunto testaferro del presidente de Venezuela.
I agree. $3 is a little too much for one.
At the same time, the Trump administration